Hey everyone, so if you're building a business online right now, you have to realize you're building it on a brand new kind of battlefield. Today we're going way beyond just simple passwords and firewalls. We're talking about how to make your digital empire absolutely impenetrable in this new age of AI.
And this quote right here, this is our starting point because it just nails the fundamental shift. See, the biggest threat isn't some brute force attack on your server anymore. It's an AI-powered attack on your trust. It's that email that sounds exactly like your business partner, or a voicemail that has your co-founder's voice down to a T. That's the new front line. It's psychological. So let's just be real for a second. Are the security habits you built last year, or even last month, really enough to protect you now? The sources we're breaking down today argue that for most of us, well, the answer is a pretty hard no. First up, let's get a handle on the enemy. In this section, we're going to break down exactly how AI has completely rewritten the rules of the game and what that means for every single digital asset you own. This is the core reality check. We are not talking about those poorly spelled phishing emails anymore. No way. Attackers are now using generative AI to create hyper-realistic deepfakes of you or your team. They're cloning voices for fraudulent phone calls and running social engineering campaigns that are just virtually flawless. Your old defenses? They just aren't designed for this level of sophistication. And the cost of getting this wrong? It's staggering. This number you see, $10,000, is what our sources say is the average financial hit for a small business from a single breach. But honestly, the real cost is the stuff you can't put a number on, that permanent loss of customer trust and your hard-earned reputation. Okay, so the threat is new, and yeah, it's serious. But the good news? The solution is strategic. So let's shift from the problem to the plan, which our source material calls the Digital Fortress Plan. The main idea here is to move away from just, random, reactive security fixes. The answer being proposed is a structured, actionable framework, the 90-day Digital Fortress Plan. It's about building a solid system, not just running around plugging holes as they appear. So this plan, it's built on 3 foundational pillars. Super simple. First, we're locking down your money. Second, we're going to shield all your creative and digital property. And third, we're making the very entry points to your digital world, your logins, fundamentally unbreakable. Let's start building our fortress, starting with that first pillar, securing your financial core. This is all about protecting the money that's flowing in and out of your business every single day. Now, the first tool in our arsenal is something called the Verification Out-of-Band Protocol. I know it sounds super technical, but the concept is actually dead simple. If a huge or unusual transaction request comes in through email, you don't approve it by just hitting reply. Nope. You verify it through a completely separate channel, like a prearranged phone call or a secure messaging app. You're literally breaking the attacker's chain of communication. And here's why that simple step is so incredibly powerful. According to the source, this one protocol can stop 99% of these advanced fraud attempts dead in their tracks. It's such a low-effort, high-impact defense. Next up is the Cold Vault Protocol. Think of this like a digital safety deposit box. Your most valuable financial assets, like your main business bank accounts or your crypto holdings, they really shouldn't be managed on your everyday internet-connected laptop. This protocol is all about securing them offline, far away from all those constant network threats. All right, let's talk about the second pillar, protecting the things you actually create. For modern entrepreneurs, your digital assets, your content, your brand, your audience, are often way more valuable than your physical ones. So a key part of this is the seed phrase protocol. And while it's absolutely critical in the Web3 space for things like NFTs, the principle applies everywhere. This is all about how you manage the master key to your most valuable digital assets. That one recovery phrase or password that could give someone total control. You have to treat it with the same seriousness as the keys to a physical bank vault. And look, this isn't just about crypto. Think about the master key to your high-traffic YouTube channel or your Substack newsletter that has thousands of subscribers, or even your entire Shopify store. A takeover of any one of these accounts could literally destroy your business overnight. So this is about protecting those central hubs. You can have the best financial and asset protocols in the entire world, but they mean absolutely nothing if an attacker can just walk right through your front door with a stolen password. This final pillar is all about making that door unbreakable.
And this slide just illustrates the leap we all need to make so brilliantly.
On the left, you've got the old way, getting a two-factor code sent to your phone as a text. It's better than nothing, sure, but it is vulnerable. Those messages can be intercepted. On the right, that's the new gold standard, a physical hardware security key. To log in, you need your password, and you need to physically touch a device that you own. It simply cannot be hacked remotely. It's a game changer.
Now, this isn't for every single account you own, but it is absolutely essential for the central pillars of your digital empire. Think about your core Google Workspace or Microsoft 365 account, your GitHub repository where all your code lives. These are the accounts that, if they get compromised, could bring everything else crashing down with them.
Ultimately, when you boil it all down, all of these technical steps lead to one powerful business outcome. When your customers, your clients, and your partners know that their data and their interactions with you are secure, you build a legacy of trust. And in a world that is just full of breaches and scams, that trust becomes your most valuable competitive advantage.
So we end right back where we began, with a question for you. As we move forward, security just can't be a guess or an afterthought anymore. It has to be a deliberate strategy. The only question left is, will you build your fortress by design